Welcome back. There's a March for Fatherhood happening this weekend in Grand Rapids. It's being organized by a group called All Things Fatherhood. We've got the founder, Clay Roberts, in studio with us, and Vice President Yahaya Guamna live with us in studio this morning. Thanks so much to the both of you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Great to see you again, Clay. We talked before with the book that you wrote, the documentary that you did about all things fatherhood. Talk about why you got that group started and the message behind it.
So that group started based off the book, based off the film. When I got the guys together and we sat down and we discussed being dads and fathers, they decided like, hey, can you please keep this going? And so All Things Fatherhood was born out of that. Started as a support group for dads. The whole intentions and purpose of that is to give dads a sense of community, help us elevate and sharpen each other as men and as fathers, and to continue to push the narrative forward about us being good fathers in society.
Nice. So this is a group that allows local fathers to come together, support one another. I know we talked before about getting rid of that stigma that sometimes is associated with fathers, particularly fathers of color, sort of getting that bad reputation that you all don't stick around.
Yeah. We spend too much time in our society, obviously, discussing absent fathers, right? And we together both know amazing fathers within our communities. And there are a lot of great fathers in the Grand Rapids and West Michigan area, but in the United States. And we need to focus more on that, center more of our attention around the idea of what fatherhood actually looks like, the men that are actually doing the work, and making sure we acknowledge them.
Absolutely. So you've got the march coming up on Saturday. Tell us what's happening.
All right, so we are all meeting up at Clay's Old High School with fathers and their children and aspiring fathers. You know, we're not just letting it all just for fathers, and we're going to march to Fuller Park. And it's also a school donation drive.
Okay, so you're asking people to bring school supplies.
We will be providing the school
nice.
supplies for the children, and there will also be, you know, other free activities for the children along the way to the park.
Okay.
You know, and really just kind of get the word out there. It's very visual. You know, we're trying to get away from like the TV trope dad. We have involved fathers.
Yes.
You know, and as a dad, as two good dads, when you hear these things, you know, like dad's not being involved in their kids' lives and things of that nature. Like, you don't know when the pediatrician, appointment is or things of that nature. It annoys us because that's not our reality.
Represent all fathers.
It is not. Yes, exactly. Maybe some, but not the fathers that we have here. And we just want, you know, one day, a couple hours to just really celebrate that. Dads who are truly happy being with their kids, you know, with their family.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, not only are you all sometimes getting a bad rap unfairly, right? But I think sometimes we just leave dads out of the conversation in general. You know, many times we're looking to honor our moms. We're talking about the great work that moms do, but dads matter as well. I know that's the message on Saturday. We matter. Talk more about that message.
Yeah, and so first I would like to, thank our sponsor, City of Grand Rapids, Neighborhood Match Fund, Modern Woodmen, for actually believing in this event and helping us push this message forward. We do matter, right? We need to make sure that that is a message that is delivered to fathers so that they feel encouraged and appreciated enough to be able to step up and continue to do the work. It's a thankless job that we do. And like you said, mothers are typically acknowledged in ways that fathers aren't. And with the march, we are hoping to just shed some light on that, make sure that the dads who do show up, we had about 50 fathers sign up already. We're looking to expand that number, but we just want to acknowledge them, man. Let them know that, you are seen, you are appreciated, and that we matter as dads.
Excellent. All right, well, what do people need to know if they're watching this and they're like, hey, I want to be there Saturday? Do you have to register in advance? Can you just show up?
Go ahead.
All right, so registration is closed. However, it's free to walk, right? The event is free, right? So you can reach out to us and we can actually meet at the high school and you can march with us.
Nice.
We will have, supplies for the people that do show up, but you can join us in solidarity.
Gotcha. And I know that you all are offering a lot more than just the march. You've mentioned handing out school supplies. I know there will be kids activities, some live music. So this is just going to be a fun day for dads and the kids, it sounds like.
Yeah, at the park, it's just going to be a fellowship, right? We're just going to hang out, have a great time. We have a Samu Johnson, an associate of the Blues, coming to perform music.
Nice.
We're going to have bounce houses. We'll have face painters, food trucks. It's just going to be an overall vibe. For dads, we're asking for the fathers to have their families join us at Fuller Park. We should arrive there about noon. About noon. And from noon to 3 o'clock, it's just going to be a great time. The kids are going to have an amazing time. There's a splash pad at Fuller Park. So just come out, enjoy yourselves, and celebrate with your families.
Excellent, excellent.
And for dads that did not sign up, we will have a few ATF All Things Fatherhood t-shirts for them to wear. If we do run out, we just ask you to wear a white t-shirt because that's what the event t-shirt is going to look like.
Okay.
So, we all look the same.
Yeah, well, I want to, before we go, talk more about what it means to be a father. I don't think anyone's expecting people to show up and be perfect, right? But maybe we could hear from both of you as what does that look like? Being present, being there.
I think the older I get, there's so many books on parenthood, and you read them, but you don't know until you get in those shoes. I'm sure most parents have said, wait till you become a parent, and then it happens to you, and then you realize it. And I think for a lot of us, your whole world shifts. You have a paradigm shift of your priorities, and you want to give everything to this person, that you've created that is a little bit part of you.
Right.
And when the group got together and learning that there's other people feeling the same, it's just like, why wouldn't you want to be with more like-minded people who want to enrich their child, be with them at all times? So to me, it's inspiring. I'm inspired by what Clay has created and the group that we have together.
Yeah, for me, fatherhood is simple in a sense that we're not our father's generation, right? We have to be everything and more, all hands on, right? We're not just financial providers. We need to be present, active. We need to be involved in school. We need to be involved with the doctors. We need to be involved with the dentists. We do a lot more. We cook, we play, we are on the floor with our children.
Clay, that's such a great point because I think that, there was a time that even good fathers, what were considered good fathers, weren't necessarily around. It's like the men provide. We don't have to be there emotionally as long as you have a roof over your head. So I love this idea of, hey, today's dad looks a lot different than maybe our fathers or our grandfathers. That's such a great point.
Yeah, and statistically, that's proven. Our generation of fathers and the generation that's coming up behind us, we're different, and we're definitely pushing that narrative forward about fatherhood and being more engaged with your children. And that's what an event like this is about. It's about pushing that engagement with our kids, letting everybody know that, hey, look, these are the type of things that we do that matter with our kids.
Yeah, and perhaps maybe even that father that's listening and watching and is needing some more support and is needing some help on ways that he can be that more effective and present father. Perhaps there are dads needing that help from you all as well.
We have dads who truly ask us, like, gentlemen, please help us, whether it be for, I need help looking for a new job or like stress with my child. But we also have younger men who are not fathers yet who just want to learn.
Nice.
And we are open to that as well.
I love that. That is great to hear.
And that's the beauty of all things fatherhood, right? It's all encompassing. So aspiring dads, we have a lot of young men who are not fathers that we welcome into the organization, because if you want to become a father, what better way than to get around a bunch of seasoned vets that are fathers.
That are already doing it.
And father figures.
And father figures. And so if you are, and father figures are coaches, right? Like pastors, mentors, like anybody who has a direct impact on a child that is a male, we encourage you to come and be a part of All Things Fatherhood, the events we have. And so like Yahya said, although registration's closed, please show up at Central if you are a father figure, if you are a coach, if you are a mentor, if you are a dad. We would like for you to come and walk with us, and we will have some extra shirts available. But if we don't, just wear white and
just show up, because it's a free event. It's happening
we can all walk.
Saturday. Yeah, we can all walk. Such an important message. I'm so glad that you all are doing this. Let's get those details up on the screen one last time. It's happening Saturday, starting at 11. They're meeting at Innovation Central High School and then marching to Fuller Park. That's when the celebration begins and all that good stuff. Really special message to support our fathers, fathers-to-be, father figures, all that great stuff. I love what you two are doing. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
All right, we're back after this.